So I was just at the barbershop cutting my friend's hair, and my barber friend that I'm cutting, he had went through something earlier in the day. Literally right as I walk in, he was cutting some dude's hair, and the guy got very impatient. He feel like he wasn't really understood. And at the same time, the guy couldn't really articulate the type of haircut that he wanted. So he stormed off, he left his chair, and he left the building. So after that happened, I'm cutting my barber's friend hair, and he's venting to me how he feels. He's just kind of expressing how he feels. He feels like he could have done a little bit better with his consultation. He feels like he could have finished the haircut. And I'm basically telling him, I told him, everything happens for a reason. And he said, that's something that I don't believe. And, initially, I'm not the type of person to get rubbed the wrong way if you don't believe what I believe. I'm not the type of person to neglect you if your belief system is not in alignment with mine. I'm not that type of person to judge somebody else just because they don't believe in what I believe in. I'm not that type of person. So in fact, I'm the complete opposite. I love when people are able to test my beliefs. I love when people are able to bring a new perspective, to provide me insight from what they've experienced, what they've seen, and what they've been through in life, and the lessons that they learned. I don't get rubbed the wrong way. My ego doesn't really, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, because I look at it this way. If we all believed in the same thing, if we all had the same thought process, if we all had the same belief system, life would be boring as hell. So I'm glad that I'm able to have somebody to test my beliefs, bring a new perspective, and say, hey, you're wrong. Because I know that perspective that you're going to provide me is only going to give me more wisdom. It's only going to help me see life differently. It's only going to help me see life from a different angle. And maybe that's the perspective that I needed. I always like to look at the bigger picture, and that is exactly why I believe things happen for a reason. And my barber friend, he says, yeah, things happen for a reason, but at the same time, life throws curveballs at you spontaneously, and sometimes there is no reason attached to it. And he goes on to give me an example. He says, all right, what about the Philly shooting 2 weeks ago? Hypothetically speaking, what if there was a deaf person trying to buy himself a cookie, and he just so happened to walk in the crossfire and he gets shot? He didn't deserve that. That wasn't his destiny. Did that have, what was the reason for that? And I respond and I said back to him, I said, the reason that happened is because he walked in front of the crossfire. And he's like, all right, so you believe on the surface level things happen for a reason, but I believe that things just happen spontaneously. That's not his destiny, and that effect wasn't congruent with what the cause was. Something along the lines. I'm paraphrasing, but my thing is this, right? I believe that everything happens for a reason, because I believe that everything you go through is supposed to shape you. It's supposed to make you better. It's supposed to provide you strength and resiliency. Now, going back to the example, right? I believe, hypothetically speaking, I believe that that person got shot because it was supposed to teach him, hey, it's not worth putting your life I said right. It's not worth putting your life at risk for a cookie. Or maybe that guy got shot because it was supposed to teach his family to be more closer, to build a tighter bond. Or maybe he got shot because it was supposed to teach him that the street life is not for him, and rather he should work on a career and do something positive for himself. So I always look at the bigger picture. I always try to find a reason, and that's something he said to me. It's like, yo, things happen for a reason, yes, but sometimes unexplainable things happen that not even science can explain. And I agree with that. Sometimes things happen spontaneously that have absolutely no explanation initially. But I believe that somewhere down the line, 2, 5, 10 years from now, those puzzle pieces will start to come together, and you will start to get that answer for why things happen the way they did. So I guess the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to hear your perspective. I want to know if you believe that things happen for a reason. I want to know if you believe that things just happen spontaneously for no reason. I want to know your perspective. I want to know what you believe. I want you to challenge my belief system. I want you to provide me your perspective, to provide me your insight, because I want to know. Like, I want to hear people's perspective. So let me give you another example, right? Another example on why I think things happen for a reason. Let's say this guy got cheated on. Hypothetical scenario. This guy got cheated on. And initially he thinks, oh, why did this happen to me? I treated her so good. The guy treated her so good. The guy was there for her. The guy was her backbone. He was supporting her mentally, emotionally, spiritually. The guy did everything he can to provide the best possible experience, but the girl still cheated on him. Why? What was the reason? In my mind, what I believe is the reason why that guy got cheated on is because he needs to feel what it's like to be cheated on so that he never cheats on anybody. That's one reason. Another reason could be the reason he got cheated on is because he needs to decipher the difference between a loyal woman and an unloyal woman. And he needs to see firsthand exactly the type of woman you want to stay away from. Or maybe he got cheated on because 10, 20 years from now, when he has a kid, he's able to provide that perspective for the kid so that the kid can avoid being cheated on, or vice versa. I always try to find a reason. I always try to find the effect, why things happen. And I don't know if that's the most healthiest thing. I don't know if that's unhealthy. I don't know, but how my mind works, I believe that everything happens for a reason. Everything. Now, you can agree, you can disagree. Doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. It's not a dick measuring contest, I'm just trying to gain people's perspective because I'm curious. That conversation made me realize that although you may be very alike to somebody, they may not believe everything that you have to say. And that's humbling. That's humbling to me. I needed that. I needed that. I needed to be humbled. I needed to I need to gain that perspective and see firsthand that not everybody's gonna believe the same things that I believe, and that's perfectly fine. Like I said, if we all believed in the same thing, life would be boring as hell. So yeah, before I crack like 13 minutes, I don't even want to make this video too long. I just wanted to ask an open-ended question. Do you believe that things happen for a reason, or do you believe that things just happen spontaneously because that's just life? Let me know what you know down in the comment section. Provide me your perspective. Provide me some insight. Share a story or two. Share your experiences. Share your lessons. Share, bro. Just share. Even if it's like one thing. Even if it's just like, I don't care, bro. Just comment down below and give me your perspective. So, with all that being said, if you guys left this video motivated, inspired, or a better person, then I did my part. Other than that, peace, love, positivity. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.